wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked. And by the way, just got in town, and I won't let cumulus clouds all in the sky ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option, use you unusual rain and thunder. Baby, I wonder, would you just put your sweats on for me? Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't hesitate, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just say you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Hello, stranger. Fame's been waiting. Just as I recall that ass is still amazing. Playing, baby. Saying, baby. Love it, shit. You know I'm crazy. So go ahead and put a drink up. I'm so glad we got to link up. Yeah. It's taking that off of me. Yeah. I got the plug, I made the call for me. I'm talking late night for you. Let me lay a great time on you. Don't make me wait, no, don't you? Just say you will. Come through and chill. Just like you will. Come through and chill. Just like you will. Come through and chill. Just like you will. Come through and chill.
I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night. I wanna all night. Say it. I wanna all night.
Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone, show me it was real. Pick up the phone. Yeah.
What up, though, you moles? What up, though? We back with it. Look who did him.
Hello?
Can we say that you kind of like, are you in semi-retirement, out of retirement, or what can we conclude from the recent presence on YouTube? Okay, Cookie want to ask the questions. Cookie says she got questions as well. What do
Hey,
you
Cookie. I'm working my way back in. I'm working my way back in, slowly but surely.
It's looking good. It's looking good. Okay.
Mm,
I guess shortly YouTube might give you your microphone back on your icon.
I
Um,
know. I just noticed that my microphone had disappeared. I was like,
yeah, you
I
might
guess
have.
I gotta earn that microphone back.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have the microphone if you ain't up here talking your ish.
But you use your real voice, so
Oh,
um, it shouldn't be no problem with you coming back. Cookie,
oh,
do you use a voice box? Because you know what's coming up on the 15th. So whatever you got going on your channel, Cookie, you better get it updated. Do you use your real voice, Cookie? Yes or no?
that's a no. Cookie says she don't use her real voice.
Man, she's not confirming or denying.
Oh my gosh.
Because this whole time, I didn't know Cookie was on here using a voice box, y'all. I didn't know.
Baby,
I didn't know she was sneaking. You know what? It's probably her as behind them AI channels that's stealing our content.
that look, she duplicating it. Soon as you go to bed, she down there on the computer making it do what it do.
So Britt caught her on them videos, and she wanna. I got you, Britt. I got you in Cookie. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what is going on, child? What we getting into today?
Well, I mean, I think the title said something about we was gonna be talking about Tyler Perry
And
and
is
all the ish he been into lately.
child. Yes,
Mm,
we have to get
it's a
into it.
mess.
Appetite. Hey, Miss Cheryl. Hey, Bridget
Hey
J.
y'all.
Hey, Honesty. Hey, Imperfectly Perfect. Hey, Miss Gloria Lacey. And thank everybody that was up with us last night, child. We had a time last night talking about old Funky. We had a time last night. We talked about divorced sisters.
Oh, I
We talked
missed that.
about Funky. Yes, we had a time last night.
Hey, okay.
That's White, child. Hey, sweet ass, hey, Miss Mary White. They was all in the building. Nessa girl was in the building. She ain't missed it this time. You know she be missing it. She ain't missed it this time. Hey, Playtime. Hey,
Mm.
KBR. Hey, Love Key. Who else? Hey, Kiki with Chrissy. Period. Let me see who else up in this mall. Who else know? Oh, they said we had. Yeah, we did have a good time. Tay was up there looking like an Indian princess. Oh, y'all ain't shit. You know what, Miss Mary White? You get me together every time. I cannot take it. Okay, we're done here. They
Yeah,
said,
you can't play with Miss Mary White. Miss Mary White go hard in the chat. I love her comments.
you hear me? She be having me hollering. Hey, Miss Brenda.
Child, look, sometimes it come up and it be like, do you want to let this one slide? I be like, that's Miss Mary White. Ain't she done misspelled the cuss words. I'm gonna let her have it. Show her comment.
Yes, yes. Okay, let's see here. Let's go here.
How is everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday? Y'all getting ready for the work week or what are y'all doing? Chilling? Let me see what they saying in the comments.
She said that, Miss Mary said that's because I love you so much. And we love you right back. And that's
So
on P.
Miss
Okay.
Mary Wright ride hard. She an original rider.
She don't play no games. She don't play no games. And that's on P.
You about to cook your dinner, Miss Bridget? What
Miss
you
Bridget,
making, Miss Bridget?
not when I get tan, child. Move, Cookie. Get on over there, man.
Hey, Appetite.
Let me
Hey,
see.
Kiki with Chrissy. Hey, Playtime. Hey, Sweet Essence. Hey, KBR. Hey, Miss Gloria.
Okay, this is a little bit more cleaner. So let's go with this one. Okay. So let me share my screen because it don't cost a thing. Okay. And that's
Yes,
on.
y'all, because we going to read straight from the documents. So guess what? So y'all will know exactly. I feel like, look, I feel like the only way you can make have a opinion on something is if you know all the facts and
That is
everything that is being said. You know what I mean?
this is true. This is true. Oh, Miss Bridget J, that sounds so good.
What's she making? Let me go back to the
Spinach and
comments.
cheese stuffed chicken breast.
Yummy. That do
Look,
sound
baby,
good.
look, you putting a
Hey,
little bit.
Amaka.
Oh my God, Alaka, don't even mention air conditioner. For one, I'm just happy I'm in the basement where it's cooler down here. And I just put my air conditioner back in the window in my room upstairs, like upstairs, not just upstairs from the basement, but upstairs from
Like the
that. Y'all
attic,
know,
like the
yeah, you know
third
how
floor.
like you had the bungalow houses with the attics up there that be bedrooms, and
Oh,
y'all know
yes.
the fuckers be
Those
smoking.
rooms be hot.
Ooh, baby.
Them
Yes,
rooms be
I
hot.
took it out and just put my little twin jet fan in the window because it was hot, but it wasn't enough to, run the AC, I feel. But
Hmm.
these next couple of days is about to be about 90. So I'm gonna have to hit that up there, okay, so I can get some good sleep. 'Cause,
Hmm.
baby, it's been a time, okay? I slept on the couch the other night in the living room.
It was too hot to be up in them attic
Yes,
rooms.
I'm like, I don't even feel like going up there. All right.
Mm.
So for those that's been under a rock, Tyler Perry, peanut head ass, is being sued by two guys. For actually, he's being sued by two guys. The one guy, this guy is what's his name? Derek Dixon. He's being sued by him for actual harassment, um, work environment harassment, workplace gender violence, violence ban act, actual battery, actual assault, negligent retention, intentional infliction of emotional distress, retaliation. Okay, and he demands for a jury trial.
Oh, wow.
The
Oh, he
other
ain't
guy,
playing.
yeah, he not playing with him. The other guy is um he's suing, I think, or he's trying to sue because I think he said that he couldn't get any lawyer to take his case, especially even this lawyer that's representing Derek. He couldn't
Mm.
get him to even take his case.
What?
Okay. Yeah. But he does have a criminal charge against Tyler Perry's VP. Um,
Okay.
the VP of Tyler Perry Studios, he has opened a case. He has a criminal case on him for SA,
Hmm.
and he's still, and he has I don't think he has criminal charges on Tyler Perry for that because he said that the VP did that to him. But he also is trying to pursue a civil case as well. This
Wow.
one is Dale from the Oval Child, Miss Gloria. And we'll get into it because I can't believe he talking about acting was his thing and his dream and all this type of shit. It seemed like it was a nightmare because if anybody watched the Oval, we all know that Dale ass cannot motherfucking act. I was acting better as juror number 22. And for y'all that do not know, women of the jury, juror number 22, that was my name in the movie, juror number 22. People know that they do not refer to the jurors by their names. They refer to them as a juror number.
Hmm.
Okay. So yes, yes, Alaka, the VP, we'll pull his up after we go through some of this right here. Okay. Because Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, Tyler strawberry. Your ass might be cooked. I might need to put a poll in the chat to see where y'all at with it because
Um, if you want, I can start off reading.
okay, go ahead. Can you see it? Good enough?
I got it pulled up on my other phone.
Well, hey, let's go. Let's go.
All right, y'all. Summary of action. Plaintiff Derek Dixon files his. Y'all can hear me okay? I want to make sure.
We hear
Okay,
you
because
fine. And just look, give what is this? Um deadline credit for these documents, okay?
yes. Deadline.com has these documents listed. Um, so the summary of the action is the plaintiff, Derek Dixon, files his complaint against the defendant, Tyler Perry, aka Emmett Perry Jr. I didn't know his name was Emmett. I digress. TPS Productions LLC and Action LLC together as defendants, and he is alleging the following. The following complaint is pled on information and belief. This case arises from a sustained pattern of workplace sexual harassment, assault, and retaliation perpetrated by Tyler Perry, a powerful media mogul, against plaintiff Derek Dixon, a professional actor and screenwriter. Mr. Perry is an American actor, filmmaker, and playwright who has built one of the most successful careers in the film and television industry. Mr. Perry took his success and power and used his considerable influence in the entertainment industry to create a coercive, actually exploitive dynamic with Mr. Dixon, initially promising him career advancement and creative opportunities, such as producing his pilot and casting him on his show, only to subject him to escalating sexual harassment, assault and battery, and professional retaliation when Mr. Dixon did not reciprocate Mr. Perry's unwanted advances. These events occurred while Mr. Dixon was employed as a series regular on the Tyler Perry show, The Oval, and while Mr. Perry held direct control over his employment, compensation, and creative opportunities. I think that was a mouthful.
Okay. So let's pull that up. Let's do that. Let's
Mhm.
get the chat first and then we gonna move on. Thank you, Miss Bridget J914 for the $15 super chat.
Oh, she's starting to sing again? I'm about to go back into retirement. I cannot. I cannot.
I won't sing, okay? I'll just hum.
Put a one in the chat if y'all want to hear her sing again. Start singing these super chats again.
Put a two if humming is okay.
And if y'all want her to, what is it called when you do
Thank
some
you,
runs?
thank you, Miss Gloria Lacey. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Cause y'all know them run super chat. Y'all know her runs, child. Ooh, they be struggling.
It's giving ones in the chat.
Y'all know what? I'm about to go hide. Super chat. I used to cry laughing when she did it that way.
I'll spare her, y'all, just for the sake of the documentation. Let me give Miss Bridget J the money song. Thank you, Miss Bridget J. We appreciate it. And I think she appreciates the song. Okay? And we want a piece of that chicken. Okay, period.
All I really wanna see is us. I don't really need a D, I need us. All a bad bitch need is us.
Period, Miss Gloria Lacey.
There y'all go, giving her encouragement to pursue this singing career again.
Thank you, Miss Gloria Lacey. for the $10 super chat.
I cannot. Oh my God.
Hey,
There y'all go. Starting trouble.
period.
Check. Money. All I really wanna see is us. I don't really need a D, I need the. All a bad bitch need is us.
You keep up so much mess, Zidham. Please proceed. We was gonna do a stop right there and just go over
Yeah.
that. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
You want me to start or
No,
you?
no,
It's up to
no.
you.
I just want to. Yeah, you can. Yeah, say what you feel about
So just what I just read, I feel like I feel like they put it into words very nicely how this man was feeling. That they explained to me what I consider the power dynamic that exists from the get go. This man had creative control over the show, over his employment. Um, I mean, he had control over this man's career with him working on this show. So that already to me creates, again, like a dynamic where it depends on your personality, how you are going to respond to these kind of advances. Um, I do think that no, I think they put that into words really well. For me. What you think?
I mean, I think that they put them into nice words. I think everything was fine. Um,
So ignorant. Everything was fine.
I think, um, what's her name in the chat? 1 second, I gotta find her. Cause
Okay.
she was up here. The real. It was before all the ones. Real T with Diva D. Period.
Hmm.
No. Okay. I strongly disagree. I believe
What she
him.
say?
I believe him. She
Put it
said,
on the screen. I ain't see what she said.
okay, I gotta go. I gotta find it on here then. Okay, 1 second.
Oh, okay. No, no, I can go look for it.
It's it ain't that far up. I just
Okay.
gotta go to these ones. She said Dale wasn't that bad. She said Dale wasn't that bad. The dude who plays the highest is awful. Yes, he is awful. A lot of his male actors are awful.
Mm,
Bolo,
mm,
but
mm.
we already know what Bolo working with and what
Mm.
Tyler Perry seeing him. Okay, and it's not the acting talent. Dale,
And y'all will see throughout this lawsuit that to me, I feel like that's why they be awful because he be having ulterior motives when it
yes,
comes
because
to these
that's not
guys.
what he's looking at. Okay, now
Right.
I agree with you on that. Dale couldn't act worth a damn. He was not even okay. He couldn't act worth a damn.
Dang. See, I never watched it, so I know that.
He's not even that damn cute. Um,
Mm.
now the president Hunter is fine as shit. Um, who else was cute
Mm.
on there? Hunter. I don't watch it anymore, but I used to watch it.
Mm.
Hunter. But hey to her, hey Stu, and hey Scorpion
Hey,
Mizzy.
y'all.
Yes. So I
All
don't know.
right.
I really trust I still don't trust Dale because I want to see
Mhm.
what acting he did before this.
Mm.
Okay.
All right,
All
let's be going. This thing is huge. So, okay. Tyler Perry rose against all odds to become one of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry. It was that power word again. His success story, once a symbol of perseverance and self made achievement, has now become a cautionary tale of how unchecked power, wealth, and influence can corrupt those who attain it. Among other contracts, Perry received a lucrative multi year deal partnership with Oprah Winfrey Network, and his net worth tops $1.36 billion. Tyler Perry's rise to fortune elevated him from a powerless victim to a figure of tremendous wealth, influence, and power, culminating in the ownership of his own film studio. Rather than using his influence responsibly, Tyler Perry has engaged in a pattern of misconduct where he exploited his position of power. Tyler Perry has been using his power and to molest. I'm sorry. Let me. I'm gonna say other words that aren't so provocative, but y'all get the gist of what I'm saying. So to arrest, to abuse, and to actually assault impressionable and vulnerable employees and actors who look to him for guidance and mentorship while pursuing their dreams. Just like Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Sean P. Diddy Combs, Kevin Spacey, Roger Ailes, and many others in the industry, Mr. Perry's success has led him to believe that money and influence can get him whatever he wants. That belief slowly transformed into the false idea that Mr. Perry can get whomever he wants. There are things in life that money cannot buy. Mr. Perry sought the one thing his wealth and influence could not purchase: a actual relationship with a man who would remain silent. Perry told Mr. Dixon that his ideal relationship would involve a male actual partner who he could provide for and who would be loyal but emotionally detached. Perry told Dixon, "Whoever ends up with me," this is a quote, "whoever ends up with me is going to be a happy mother plucker, MFer," end quote. In essence, Mr. Perry decided a one sided, coercive dynamic with a subordinate, an arrangement devoid of mutual consent or emotional reciprocity. Thus began Perry's calculated pursuit of Mr. Dixon. I'll stop right there.
Thank you.
I seen you like,
Because first of all, Dale, keep Bill Cosby name out your mouth. Okay, that's right. Okay.
mm,
Second of all, he done pegged Tyler Perry. Like
period.
Perry rose to fame from his hardship story
Mm-hmm,
just to turn it around
mm-hmm,
and allegedly abuse his power
mm-hmm.
onto people
That
that
one.
would not expose him. Mostly
Mm-hmm.
heterosexual men that's fine as fuck, might I add. Okay.
mm-hmm,
On heterosexual men that he tried to pursue actually.
mm-hmm,
And he knows that most of the time those men are not going to say anything publicly because they will be then accused of being homosexual.
mm-hmm,
And some
mm-hmm,
of them so damn fine that people already assume that they're homosexual. It is rumors about them all already, like Kirsten
mm-hmm.
Key's fine ass, and y'all know he from the D. Period. Okay,
Mhm.
and
Yeah. I've been
Yeah,
seeing a lot about him too.
yeah. So yeah, we gotta talk about that too. But
Yeah, for sure.
this shows to me how calculated Tyler Perry is, especially
Oh,
with the
you're
victims
gonna see
that
more.
that he's chosen. Like it
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
He's very fucking calculated.
If this is true, well, I think that you'll see in the text messages to me the calculation, and I think that our subbies will too. Like they're gonna like because the text messages is inside of this, and they're going to be entered as like evidence. And if those messages are true, right? Because okay, let me just say this: that he is innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, right? These are all accusations, and this is all from Mr. Dixon's point of view. So I'm not sitting up here saying that Tyler Perry is guilty. I want to make that real clear. We are just reading it and giving our commentary based off of what is in this lawsuit and the accusations that's being made. And listen, if
Like
they
what we
true.
know of Tyler Perry, like what we know of him. Yes, Miss Daisy,
Hmm.
my belief is people believe a lie before the truth. That is true.
Yeah,
He's already guilty before the trial. I don't
yeah.
necessarily believe that because
Mm-mm.
even though I believe that he did some of this stuff,
Hmm.
I'm not necessarily 100% sold on the alleged victim. I'm
Hmm.
just I'm
Hmm.
still I'm
Yeah,
still from like I said from the way that even when we read these messages,
yeah, yeah.
these
Y'all.
messages
This is something that me and Tay are on totally different ends of the spectrum on.
yeah
I
one
believe one thing and she believe another thing. So this is
yeah
gonna be interesting.
once we read these messages, the messages to me
Hmm.
tells another story, and
Hmm.
let's get into it,
Okay.
and
Okay. Hold on.
let's
So
read this. Go ahead.
this was not Mr. Perry's first instance of actual exploitation. He has demonstrated a troubling pattern of exploiting vulnerable male actors and employees, leveraging his industry power to create a cycle of hope and dependency. First, he offers aspiring actors the prospect of career defining opportunities, roles that promise visibility and advancement. Then, once they are in his professional orbit, he uses the weight of his influence to ensnare them, positioning their success as contingent on meeting his demands in a quo, quid pro quo actual compromise. This pattern of behavior reveals a calculated use of professional power for actual leverage. Using his influence, Mr. Perry provided vulnerable men with acting positions, roles, show contracts, cars, and money. Once the object of his desire was hooked, Tyler Perry put on, would then put them in fear of losing it all unless they engaged in Mr. Perry's perverted desire for actual gratification. Mr. Perry would easily, quote, unalive off a character in a show of an actor who failed to indulge in his actual fantasies. Want me to keep going real quick? In one such exchange, Perry stated that he could, quote, fix things because the actors of a show he was filming should all be scared because they were all pow-powed at, and we don't know who lives. That's a quote, meaning that Tyler Perry was going to use this as a tool to gain compliance with his desires. All right. And next to that, there's a text message. That text message says, and I'm not sure, let me see who's the white and who's the blue. But I swear to you, I know how to fix this shit. I love, okay, he's in, Mr. Perry's in the white. I love unaliving a mother plucker in a show that no one expects. Then Mr. Dixon's response, you could be sipping Mai Tais, counting coconuts right now. Then let's see, message. Think about the last episode. They are all pow-powed at. We don't know who lives. Mr. Dixon says, exactly. I'm scared. They should be too, with the laughy faces. And then Perry says, nope, they're not. And Mr. Dixon says, last I checked, we all got the same bullets in us, with the laughing face, right? So that was one of their exchanges.
Okay, let me comment
Go
on
ahead.
that.
Go ahead.
In my opinion, that's regular conversation. He didn't threaten him. He didn't tell him that, you know, he was going to, like, he said anybody can get it. Because in that scene that he's
Did.
talking about at this time, it was more than him that was pow that. It was the Kadeem guy that worked at the pharmacy. It was Sharon that worked at the pharmacy, and Dale. So
Mhm.
it was 3 people that was in there when it got powed up or whatever. So
Mhm.
he was like, I mean, and Dale, you couldn't fucking act. This
Yeah. No, I mean, I think that some of these are, I think that they'll be put more into context as it goes on. But just reading that, no, it doesn't seem like a big deal. But I think that's why it's 46 pages because there's a lot of conversation in here that I think the innuendos and stuff are there. Which would have made him possibly feel that type of way, I guess. Okay, so moving on. It says Derek Dixon was Mr. Perry's actual desire ever since they became acquainted. Dixon was working as part of the event staff for a party hosted by Mr. Perry when Perry noticed him. Perry immediately offered Dixon the chance to audition for part in one of his TV productions. Dixon agreed and was on set with Perry behind the camera for weeks in close quarters. During the time they were filming, Perry would send flirtatious text messages to Dixon. For example, in one message, Perry stated that he was jealous when he saw Dixon going on a walk with another man named Brad. So here's the text message. It says, why did that photo make me jealous? You two together. Maybe I'll say it in my Medea voice. Why did that photo make me jealous of you two together? Let me stop.
not.
Dixon says, ha ha ha. I don't know. It's just Brad, LOL. Then Perry responds, LOL. And then Dixon says, he just wanted to go for a quick walk to get his steps in. And now I'm walking to Chipotle by myself. LOL. Thick Derek, get that Chipotle. Ow. He didn't say ow, but that's how I'm reading it.
First of all, let's clear another thing up. Derek was not thick at all. Tyler Perry, what the fuck was you looking at? Just thick in your damn mind, child, a damn perv. And secondly, which one? What? Like, what? Why did that photo make me jealous of you two together? Like, were they in a picture walking, or he seen them walking? They was in a picture as well. Like, what's? I don't understand this. And he's laughing this off.
Yeah, yeah,
Perry. Tyler Perry is laughing it off with him, even
right.
though he's
Being
you
a
know
creep.
yeah, he's being a creep, but
Hmm.
they're both laughing this off.
Yeah, well, I mean, in my opinion, I think that is a natural reaction if you don't know how to respond to someone's advances, or if you think that if you respond to their advances negatively, it might, I mean, respond to their advances by like, kind of turning them down, that it may affect what you got going on career wise. So some people just nervously laugh stuff off, or some people just straight up be like, hell nah, like, nigga, this bouquet for the taking, But some
And
people, everybody don't respond that way.
that's true. That is true. But
I would be scared of a 6 foot. Well, how tall is he?
well,
How tall is?
he's gay. Dale is gay. Derek Dixon is gay. So,
Mm-hmm. But I
in
still would be
this
taller. That big nigga.
right in this situation, um, in this situation, I would, equate this to, like, let's say myself in a situation with a superior or something at work, my boss or something like that, that may have been like flirting with me. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
agree. At first, you be like, like,
Right.
okay. And then, but like when it gets a little bit too much and too uncomfortable, I'm straight facing the motherfuckers. Like,
But that's your personality, though.
they're laughing and shit like that when they're, oh, you wearing
Yeah.
them, wearing that
Yeah.
suit up.
Right.
Thank
Like I need, like you said, I need you to know that I'm not interested. So please stop. You know what I'm saying? But
you.
again, saying that, he could suffer repercussions, and if you don't know, you don't know.
Talk about Tyler Perry is 6'39". Child.
Oh
And Dale
my
is
god.
tall as well. Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
okay,
right.
that was the issue. Let's okay, go to the next
Okay.
text.
Let's go ahead. All right. Now, in another text message, Perry stated to Dixon, quote, "What's it going to take for you to have guiltless smecks? Have y'all found that in therapy?" End quote. You can have freedom from religious guilt and still believe in Christ. End quote. Plaintiff carefully navigated a friendly demeanor prevent the loss of income and opportunity on the one hand, and on the other, a firm boundary against Perry's advances. Often, when Mr. Perry started drinking, he would demand more attention from the plaintiff and get more aggressive with his flirting. On one occasion, Mr. Perry was drinking when Mr. Perry was drinking, he started to become extremely annoyed when Mr. Dixon avoided him. Mr. Perry stated that of the 600 people in his phone book, he only wanted to talk to Mr. Dixon. I'll read the what you call it real quick, and then we could uh comment on that. Okay. So the first set of text messages says, I'm gonna read it again. It in the what I read, but I'll read it so it'll show what Dixon responds, right? So Mr. Perry says, "What's it gonna take for you to have guiltless smecks? Have y'all found that yet in therapy? Yes, it's the exact same kind car, a Geo Metro. So it looks like he might have been answering like a question or something. So then Dixon says, "Giving up my religious guilt, becoming a Buddhist?" Question mark. That's so cool. Where where you came from? I don't know what that means. Unfortunately, Derek, this is Mr. Tyler again. Unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s who are still dealing with that. And it's so sad. You can have freedom from religious guilt and still believe in Christ. All right. That's the first message. The second message says, treat myself right. What are you doing? Derek.
To say that part.
And then Derek says back, just talking to my sister. I roll. Fine. Good night. I'll go through the 600 people in my phone book and be annoyed that I don't want to talk to any of them. Trying to get off so I can go to sleep. LOL. I understand. LOL. LOL. Apparently, you're not the only one that's been drinking tonight. I just started. They didn't. LOL.
Now let me read that in a regular voice. What's
Please
it
do.
for you to have guiltless ex? Have y'all found that in therapy yet? Yes, it's exactly the same kind of car, a Geo Metro. Derek, giving up my religious guilt, becoming a Buddhist. That's so cool. Where you came from. Tyler Perry. Unfortunately, Derek, I have friends who are in their 50s and 60s who are still dealing with that. And it's so sad. Why he didn't put the whole messages on there so we can get the whole context of what they was talking about? Because what it looks like is that him and maybe a boyfriend or something like that is in
Mm-hmm.
therapy about
Mm-hmm.
his sexual, actual guilt or whatever. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I guess being gay or homosexual and Christian,
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Right.
And Tyler Perry is saying that he has older friends that's in their 50s and 60s and stuff like that, and they're still dealing with that type of guilt about those type of things.
Mm-hmm.
You can have
He got
freedom,
some nerve.
right? Right, because and you, motherfucker, you the damn friend,
You got some nerve because you have still not come out the closet all the way. Let's be clear.
right, and still believe in Christ. Which, right, because this is another thing that I don't understand with this guy Derek, because he said that he didn't know. He thought Tyler Perry was a
Heterosexual.
heterosexual male. So from your conversations, him calling you thick and saying that he was jealous of you walking with that guy.
That
When did
probably
you
shocked him.
right? But so when did you start thinking that he was maybe bisexual at the least? Because from these conversations, it seems like he's just having a conversation with a friend about something that he may have shared with him. Because I don't understand why they're even talking about X and why he didn't include the part where why this conversation even came about. Next message thread. Treat myself right. What are you doing, Derek?
No.
I'll
Derek.
give you that one.
It
I'll
might
give
have been.
just talking to my sister. I roll. Child. Fine. Good night. I'll go through my 600 people in my phone book. Congratulations. And be annoyed that I don't want to talk to any of them. Take your ass to bed, Tyler Perry.
And this is in your most unassuming voice, and he's still sounding like a creep, in my opinion.
So Derek says, trying to get off so I can go to sleep. He's telling Tyler Perry he's ready to go to sleep. His sister apparently is drunk as well. LOL.
Trying to
I
get
am
off so I can go to sleep. Go
LOL.
away.
Right. When I get off, I want to go to sleep. I don't want to talk to nobody else.
Right. Go
LOL.
away.
apparently you're not the only one that's been drinking tonight. Tyler said, I just started. He said they didn't.
Hint, hint.
LOL. The sister is three, what is it? Three something to the wind?
3 sheets to the wind.
Not Miss Gloria like it Diddle's version.
Exactly, Miss Gloria. Look, Miss Gloria. I read it how he was writing it. He was
What?
like, "What are you doing?" And then it's the whole eye roll part for me. Eye
Right.
roll.
We don't go to
Fine.
bed.
Good night. Like is that like that people say when they not like get in their way. You know what I mean? Like good night.
He said
I'll just
good.
go through the 600 people in my phone book and be annoyed that I don't want to talk to any of them. Why? Because I want to talk to you. And that's
And
how I'm reading it. I could be overreading it, but
why ain't no timestamps on these messages?
oh no. Now that's
Let's
one thing that they're gonna have to do. Now Tyler Perry is a billionaire, so he's gonna have a Diddy like team with him. So if they don't have the metadata for this, then they're not gonna be admitted as evidence. You know what I'm saying?
yep.
So, all right. So let's move on. Dixon did his best to tiptoe around Mr. Perry's actual aggression while keeping on Mr. Perry's good side. Mr. Perry made it clear to Dixon that if Dixon ignored Perry or failed to engage with the actual innuendos, Dixon's character would, quote, be unalive in the next season. Indeed, Dixon's character Dale was pow pow 4 times in the chest at the end of his first season on the Oval. And Perry always held this over Mr. Dixon's head, implying that Dale would survive if Dixon kept Perry, quote, happy. Once Perry recognized, go ahead.
Question. How did Mr. Perry make it clear to Dixon that if he ignored Perry or failed to engage in his actual innuendos, Dixon's
Mhm.
character would be unalived in the next season? How did he make that clear to him? Because
Well,
where's that text
it looked
message?
he said that he did a lot of like implying. Like that's what it's giving is that there
Implying
was
is not,
implying.
again, we dealing with the court of law. Is
Hmm.
not implying is not making it clear.
Well, that'll be for the jury and the judge to decide
Come on, no
based
jury.
on this lawsuit and what Mr. Perry comes back with. Like it sounds like to me that he didn't because you gotta, in my opinion, like Tyler's smart. Like he's not going to come out and be like, I'm going to kill your character if you don't give me some. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
think it's more or less like, I hold the power. Like, and that's normally how predators behave. They only the dumb ones come out and just say exactly what it is that they want. Most predators are like they imply and they do innuendos and they give hints, they throw hints, like letting you know like this is what it can be if this is not, if this doesn't occur, whatever the case may be. It's grooming.
Okay, and I get that. I totally get that. But again, my problem is that we dealing with courts, which only deals with facts. This is your assumption of what he meant by that. He didn't say this to you. He didn't tell you any of this stuff. You just assumed this. And it looks like you assumed this from the beginning.
Okay. Can you put Granny's comment on the screen, please?
Grannies are the best. Didum doesn't find this funny. Oh, not Granny. Okay. Hi,
All right,
grannies are
let's
the
see.
best. Tay, that person you are talking with is not funny at all. Who did him? She needs to act and grow up. Ain't nothing funny about this situation, period. She's not laughing about the situation. She's laughing at how much of a creep that Tyler Perry is being by calling this boy's name. Like she's like putting it into reality how he's doing the boy when he's in these messages, when the boy is not replying, the man is not replying to him in his time frame or a time frame that he want him to reply in. He's being a creep to him, like Derek. um and I think the boy did an interview and he kind of like mimicked it like that as well.
And
So fun
to
of him.
add to that, yeah, first off, let me be real clear that I don't think it's anything funny about a predator actually being a predator and pursuing someone and using their power to coerce and to basically make a person feel uncomfortable, like they're going to lose everything if they don't acquiesce to what they want. Let me be real clear. I am a total person that is for victims. Um, and so this is a 46-page lawsuit, and what we're doing is reading it and also doing what? Entertaining you all. I don't think it's anything funny about the situation, but I am going to read it in my Medea voice because Tyler Perry also is Medea and he acts as Medea. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. If you don't like it, you can skedaddle. Goodbye. Anyway, next, and that's on period. Next, where was we at? On 19?
Hey, Brittany, Janae, and Terry T, baby. Um,
Let's see. Yes, I was on 19.
okay, go ahead.
Once Perry recognized the extent of control he had over Mr. Dixon, he escalated this behavior. On multiple occasions, Mr. Perry actually assaulted. Wow, that's a huge accusation. Mr. Dixon, including one instance where he forcibly pulled off Mr. Dixon's clothing, groped his buttocks, and attempted to force himself on Dixon. Mr. Dixon told a drunken Perry no and attempted to remove Mr. Perry's hands, but Mr. Perry held tightly onto Dixon's wrists. Mr. Dixon was only able to escape after de escalating the situation by abruptly changing the subject. The day after the assault, Mr. Perry called and texted Mr. Dixon relentlessly, saying, tried you, call me, and I really need to talk to you. Please call as soon as you can. Finally, when Mr. Dixon answered Tyler Perry's call, Mr. Perry profusely apologized for the actual assault while blaming it on other things. Perry continued, he didn't know why he would do that. Maybe he was self sabotaging. On the very same call where he apologized for the actual assault against Dixon, Perry told Dixon, and don't worry, we're going to do your show, referring to the pilot that Perry knew Mr. Dixon had desperately wanted to produce. Thoughts?
Again, how the fuck did you de-escalate that? How did you
Yeah,
de-escalate that situation?
yeah, that's definitely a good
Because I
question.
know Tyler Perry is like a little thicker than him, but
Hmm.
both of them are men. Um,
And I'm not going to even pretend to act like I would know how two men would engage in this kind of situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if one is willing and the other one isn't. Like, I'm not really sure like what techniques you would use to de-escalate it. You get what I'm saying?
And how
Like,
did he get all of your clothes off?
right,
Again, that's hard to do with you being a man. Like, you are still a man.
right.
I could see that being, if that was a woman with Tyler Perry, him being able to get all of her clothes off and her being defenseless. But I don't understand how he was able to get all of your clothes off. And what do you mean you
Well, he say they were all off. He said they were all off. Yeah, he
um
said my clothing all the
forced
way down to the buttocks.
Mr. Dixon's clothing, broke his
Yeah.
butt out, attempted to force himself on him. Um, I don't understand how.
But I mean, again, whether you're a man or a woman, a victim is a victim. So, like I said, I can say I may understand like how maybe a woman will attempt to de-escalate it, but may not be successful. But it might be different when it's two men. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
and
we
I
can't
need
speak that.
clarification on how did you de-escalate this?
Yeah, yeah. Which I'm sure those are questions that will be asked because, like, this is a huge lawsuit. What is it? $260 million he's suing for. So yeah, Tyler's gonna come with his whole dream team to fight this. He's not gonna just lay down and just accept what's in this complaint. So they're gonna be asking him those kind of questions. You know.
Yeah, and again, in this one where he was apologizing, was you recording him? Because this would be after
Mm-hmm.
that situation. We don't have
Mm-hmm.
nothing to talk about without recording. And
Mm,
Dixon had desperately wanted to produce the pilot.
mm-hmm.
No. See, this is where I'm having a problem with this and I know that he wanted his career or whatever the case may be, and this showed idea whatever he had going on, but at this point now, you know what the fuck he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And this conversation here should have been recorded. So this is a conversation you can use. Okay, we're doing this pilot. I have you on recording talking about the pilot and apologizing for that essay attempt or essay whatever you was trying to do, motherfucker. So
Mm-hmm.
moving forward, it's an absolute fucking no. And if we're gonna work together on this pilot, we're gonna do that strictly business.
But you're speaking from somebody that is not in the situation. You know, you're not speaking from a person that have all types of different emotions that's going through them. One of which could be fear. Another one could be bashfulness. Another one could just be not thinking clearly because they're stunned. Like, again, I think the levels of it is deep because you talking about if he's a victim, you're talking about like a victim. Some of the stuff that they do when these situations don't make sense. Like they were saying the same thing like about like Cassie, why did you keep going back? Why did you keep going back? In her situation, she loved him. So that did
But
kind of make sense.
this is not that same situation
I
because
know that. I know.
they were in a relationship.
No, I get that. But it's still a lot of people that still don't care if they was in a relationship. They feel like the first time that he did anything to you out the way, you should have hit the door. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. And I don't understand why you didn't draw a hard line in the sand. and no one can understand why like a victim goes back, or why, like the dynamics of it. I think that the dynamic of the predator slash um abu abusee or whatever situation, I think it's like kind of difficult to understand.
Yeah, I can imagine that too. And especially when you're trying to, build your career and stuff like that. But
And remember, he not just like, oh, that's just my like supervisor. This man owns the studio. He owns, like, he's a billionaire. And so not only does he have the money, but he got the power and powerful friends, and like a lot of, to me, what surrounded like the P Diddy case, it was a lot of like, well, he was just kind of mean anyway, but he had a lot of power. Like he had a lot of influence, and people just did whatever he wanted them to do. And I don't know if that's the same exact dynamic, but I do know that Tyler Perry has like a level of power that,
it's close enough. It's close enough.
yeah.
Tyler Perry, like he said, how he rose to this big billionaire in his industry. He has his whole own studio and everything. So,
Hmm.
like I said, I can imagine, but I'm still having a hard time understanding some of the stuff that, and it could just be me not understanding it too, because I really understand it from women's perspective, but I'm having a hard time grasping this from the men, even though I believe what he's saying.
Hmm.
I'm stuck on his motives as well.
Right. I think he had motives. I think his motives was to excel in his career. So he wanted something out the situation. He just wasn't willing to give up what was possibly wanted from him to get to those levels, but he still wanted to achieve those levels. Like he still probably wanted to be, you know what I mean? Like this huge star, or at least, because I think he was a screenwriter too, or at least have like his work looked at, or, stuff like that.
At an event that Tyler Perry was at.
Hmm.
He was a waiter at an event that Tyler Perry was at. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like he was actively pursuing his career so tough in this acting field. And again,
Oh
he
no,
could act.
he talks about that he was pursuing it, but he just wasn't getting no bites, like going on auditions and stuff. He just, like you said, if he can't act, then they probably won't call him back. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Mhm.
All right, let's read some more. Let's see what we got here. Okay, shortly thereafter, Mr. Dixon got a call from Perry's lawyer saying that, quote, Christmas had come early, end quote, and that Dixon was getting a substantial raise and the show was greenlit. Perry's attorney explicitly warned Dixon not to tell any other actor on the show about Dixon's raise because no other actors were getting a raise, only Dixon. Perry kept telling Dixon that he was sorry and that the harassment would not happen again. However, the harassment and assaults continued. Mr. Perry would also try to deflect the blame for the actual assault by saying that Dixon didn't have a strong enough no. And that's what you said.
Mhm.
Perry told Dixon that, quote, you have to be able to say no to propositions for smacks and mean it and make it clear. All right. So he said, you got to say no. Dixon did not know how to answer without facing retaliation, cancellation of his production contracts, or perhaps being unalived off the show. So instead, Dixon made a joke out of the situation, stating that I'll only say yes, quote, to Smex if it gets me an Oscar. In response, Tyler Perry stated, quote, the only one who could have gotten the Oscar for you through Smex is in prison. So just stick to the no unless you are really into him. Emphasis added.
So
So go ahead. And
this
that's what
right,
this thing is right here. This screenshot. I mean, not the screen. What is, yeah, this screenshot is of that conversation. You want to read that?
yes, let me read that. Nice, Santa Monica is nice. I'm glad you're here. I'm going out there. How is your no? Is it stronger? You gotta have a stronger no.
You got to
Than
have a strong no.
a strong no. Dale says, yes, it's strong. My mom literally thinks I'm going to sell my soul to the Illuminati. She heard Kanye say this is real. Say that it's real. Tyler Perry said, well, I don't think that I don't think that, but I do think that you have to be able to say no and mean it and make it clear. Dale
Hmm.
said, I'll only say yes if it gets me an Oscar. Again, this is
Mm,
your fucking opportunity to tell him, okay, motherfucker, since you mention it, it's a hell
hmm,
no for you and me. It's a
hmm,
hard no for you and me as it opposed to anything sexual.
hmm.
Like you're playing with him. Like you're playing with him. And he's telling you you need to make that whatever you saying no to, he's telling you you need to make that shit firm. Because otherwise a motherfucker think you playing and you teasing me.
I ain't trying to be funny. You a grown man. You know when somebody don't want you, and you
No. That's true. That's
like
that's
stop it
that's true. That's true. Most of the time, that's true. But you can't.
all of the time. But he wanted what he wanted.
That's just like
You
again.
know when somebody not
Yeah,
attracted to you.
exactly. But when they're not telling you, that person still thinks, oh, well, maybe they do got a chance. They do.
Mm,
I mean, that's just absolutely human nature, in my opinion. Think about it as guys trying to talk to you and you don't want to be bothered. If you might want something from them, let's say if the guy work at the Pizza Hut and you love Pizza Hut, you might not be like absolutely hell no. You might be like, shit, if it's free pizza involved, I might flirt with them a little bit to get the pizza. I don't plan on doing nothing else for no pizza, but to get the free pizza, I might entertain them for a minute, could get a free couple meals or whatever the case may be. Even though I don't have any intentions on fucking with him like that. Or if it's something else, you at your job, your boss likes you. You're not telling him a hard no because it's a promotion coming up and you want that. And you
mhm.
know he like you. So you're not going to tell him a hard no until you can get that damn position and get what you want out of it. This is the problem that I'm
Right.
having with him.
But
Because
but
it's
but
like,
even though
I'll
that's a
do
prop,
shit if you do this. If you go ahead and let my screenplay go through, I mean,
but
I'll fuck with
but
you for an Oscar.
I mean, again, I hear that part too, but I still, in my opinion, there was a huge imbalance of power. There just was.
It was.
Even if I just be like, okay, well maybe, well I don't know, what, or let me just play along or whatever the case may be, there still was an advantage in this man being a powerful billionaire that
It is.
is
But
your
you
boss
have
and
this.
writes your check.
That's true. But you have this man telling you, text. This isn't y'all texting each other.
Mm-hmm.
This is your perfect opportunity. Because right here, he's telling you, basically, if you don't want to fuck with me, give me a hard, strong no. Make that no and make it count. Don't come flirt with me, LOL and me later on and all that shit. Hard
But
no,
see,
and we're gonna work on this project. You're texting right here. This is your
but but
opportunity.
but hold on though. If that hard no, in his opinion, was going to get him unalived
He don't
or
know the
get
future.
him in his opinion, and I'm just speaking for how he may have felt, that you saying that, but at the same time, you keep on telling me what you would do to a person if you don't get your way. So
But
what am I
now
supposed
this
to
is
do
gonna
with that?
so you have that, right? Because
Yep.
that's writing as well. You
Right. So,
have that. And now
mhm.
you have him telling you, make your nose stronger. If you mean no, say it. Say no
Yeah,
and mean
yeah.
that shit.
I want you to
He's
say
telling you
no. I want you to say no so I can move on to the next Moplo and pursue them, and I can ixnix your screen project, your greenlit, and unalive you on this show. I need you to
okay, wait.
tell me no so I can ixnix your ass, and your check is gonna be gone. Who's
So
gonna
let
do
me tell
that?
you about the problem with that. Now you have it in writing that just a week ago, his lawyer was reaching out to you, telling you about this significant raise you was getting, all this
Mm-hmm.
stuff that they
Mm-hmm.
was moving forward with your screen. You have all of this in writing, in text messages. Y'all getting
Mm-hmm.
this screenplay together. He's telling you to give him a firm, stern no, stronger no, whatever the case may be. You have this in writing so that if you do say, okay, this is what it is. I don't want to have anything extra going on with you. This is my this is my strongest no. And can we
Right.
please just
Well, I
move on?
think he did a strong no when he pulled his pants down. I think that was a strong no. But
It couldn't have been stronger because after that, he's telling him this. He's telling
right.
him that your no
No,
gotta be
and he is. But again, you have to look at it from a standpoint of somebody that this is your only check. This is your only
and
check.
we ain't doing that no more. We ain't doing
You
that no more. Because
why?
once
If that's how he felt.
yeah, but
If that's
once
how this man probably was scared shitless to say anything negative because he already knew what the consequences was going to be of telling him no.
and then now
So
you
he ain't
have
want those consequences. Right. But
right,
he
but he
may not have
didn't
been thinking that far. He may not have thought that far. He may have not thought like, you know what? I already
all
poof.
this
I
stuff that he
already got what I need. So if he do try to do this to me when I tell him no, I'm gonna sue his ass. Or I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. He could have just been thinking in the immediate.
no, this guy was thinking about that. Look at the way that he's handled all of this stuff from the beginning of this complaint. He was thinking about all of this shit. This right here was his opportunity because any retaliation from this motherfucking point on, with Tyler
Hmm.
Perry telling him, yo, no need to be stronger, any
Hmm.
retaliation right here, he got his ass.
But do
Because
you
just
think
a
he
week
knew
ago,
that?
he was going through with all of these, moving forward with all these nice plans.
But do
Guess
you
what?
think he knew that? Do you think he knew that for sure?
That boy is not done.
You don't know if you're not in that situation.
The boy is not done.
All right, okay. So let's finish reading it because he said I'll only say yes if it gets me an Oscar. Then he said, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. I hear you. And then Tyler says, well, the only one who could have gotten that for you through Smex is in prison. So just stick to the no unless you are really into him. So that was the end of that text message exchange.
And again,
Um, let's see, where was
Tyler
I?
Perry is being very,
Creepy.
he's being creepy as fuck, but he is also being very what is the word?
Clear,
Hmm.
being very clear on like, just tell me no. Like, just tell me no. Like, if you don't want me, just tell me no.
Tyler,
Is that what you mean?
he's being a genius at the same time with this, with the way that he's handling this right here.
Oh,
He
manipulative.
know what he doing. He know what he doing, and this
Mm-hmm.
right, these are the reasons what he's gonna bring in court and say
Mm-hmm.
this would have been a time for, not to play with me, for him to tell me exactly he don't like me like that. He, no
Mm-hmm.
matter how he's reacting, he's not, I'm telling him you need to tell me, because it is also people that they got to hear that shit. And when you're reluctant to tell a person and cut that shit smooth off, it's usually because you want something out of it and you're not ready to cut ties yet.
Right. Well, he knows that. That's why he uses his position to do these things. He just wanted that. In my opinion, he did want him to tell him no, because he wanted him to say no so he could stop pursuing him, so he could implement all of the things that he was going to implement and move on to the next person, the next victim. That's what I think.
Okay. Can y'all see the comment, the text message now, Alaka? Okay.
What happened?
Oh no, they wanted to see the messages.
Oh, okay. Okay. So where was I at? Let's see. I don't even remember which one I was on. You have to be able to say no. Okay. Okay. So he said that, and he said that. Okay. Okay. I think I was on this. Peery reveals through these text messages that the no he was referring to was Dixon's no to Smex in exchange for a promotion in the industry, classically known as quid pro quo,
Well,
actual harassment.
mm-hmm.
Perry sent this message to Dixon because that is exactly what Tyler Perry was doing. At some point, Dixon left Atlanta and moved to Santa Monica to create distance from Tyler Perry. However, even at long distances, Perry continued to actually harass Mr. Dixon. All right, let's see.
Now, how did he do that if he had moved away to Santa Monica? Was the show on break or something? Like,
I don't know. Let's see. It's saying something about parties here. Then they're talking. All right, so this is basically just explaining who the parties are. So let me see where we can pick up where it'll make sense. It says defendant and da 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 da. Doing okay. Plaintiff is ignorant of the true names and capacities of defendants, and herein as does 1 through 50 collectively with TPS Production Services LLC and Tyler Perry, the defendant, something inclusive, and therefore sues those. I don't know. That's just kind of talking about, like, I guess saying who they're exactly suing to make sure that they have the right names. I guess I don't know. Plaintiff is informed and believes, and thereon alleges that each of the fictitiously named defendants is legally responsible in some manner for the occurrences herein alleged, and that the injuries of plaintiff, as herein alleged, have been proximately caused by the aforementioned defendants and each one of them. On information and belief, one or more defendant is the full or partial parent or owner of. Again, this is just talking about who owns what. Let me just, because I want to get to the parts, like the juicy parts. All right. Plaintiff is informed and believes that each of the, okay, they're talking about who owns, who owns, who owns. Okay. That's all about the part. Okay. So venue. All right. Let's move on to the venue. Looks like it's the jurisdiction of was harmed and injured in California, it says. So Um, let's move. Then they talk about where each one of them lives. All right, let's go. Factual allegations.
Okay.
In in or around September 2019, the plaintiff worked for an event company called Legendary Events in Atlanta that was hired to organize defendant Peery's studio opening party. The party. So the plaintiff was recruited by Tony Conway, the owner of Legendary Events and close friend of Tyler Perry. Mr. Conway decided to place Dixon directly in a role at a party that required frequent conversation with Tyler Perry. Defendant Perry picked plaintiff out of a crowd of employees present at the party and began asking plaintiff questions about his employment status and whether plaintiff was an actor. In or around early October and on the last day of the party, defendant Perry insisted that he and plaintiff exchange phone numbers. And Perry subsequently texted plaintiff to introduce himself. Perry began by asking Dixon about his dreams and aspirations. Dixon told Perry that he was interested in acting and writing. Perry then told Dixon to do an audition over the phone and send it to Perry. Dixon told Perry he was at a Halloween party. Perry asked to see pictures of Dixon in his costume, and Dixon complied. When Perry saw the pictures, he texted Dixon, I was going to say, your cowboy needs a sugar daddy. Perry continued with, you look great. You're just lacking costume parts. Sorry, don't want to offend. Dixon responded, not at all. It's so true. Half-assed costume. To which Perry replied, was true. Cowboy needs a sugar daddy, implying that Perry wanted to be Dixon's sugar daddy.
Then
Dixon
why
quickly
your ass? Okay, right here. He's talking about being your damn sugar daddy. Did him?
Dixon quickly shut down these comments by reiterating what he said earlier, that the truth was that he was lacking costume parts. Shortly thereafter, Dixon's boss at Legendary Events called Dixon and told him that Tyler Perry was having another event in Los Angeles and specifically wanted Mr. Dixon to fly from Atlanta to Los Angeles to work at the event. Excited for the opportunity to fly to Los Angeles, Dixon was flattered and jumped on the opportunity to meet Tyler Perry again. Shortly after doing the event on November 3rd, 2019, defendant Perry sent plaintiff several text messages that he, quote, would love to find the plaintiff a job, end quote, and, quote, change the plaintiff's life, insisting that they should, quote, make it happen. Perry sent Dixon what turned out to be an ominous warning. Quote, be careful hanging around me, end quote. I cause dreamers to dream bigger. I cause them to not only believe, but do. Then let's make it happen. You're an artist. You have to be fulfilled. Nothing else will suffice, end quote. The very next day, defendant Perry sent an email which contained an offer for plaintiff to play the role of, quote, Dale in Perry's television series Ruthless. Perry said it was a small role that could get a lot bigger, thereby setting up the first stage in a series of escalating quid pro quo offers. At this point, Dixon did not know that Perry was interested in men or that he was looking for an actual relationship. Dixon assumed that Tyler Perry was genuinely a caring person who discovered the talent that Dixon always felt
That
that
you
he
didn't
had.
have.
Dixon filmed his roles in Ruthless in mid-November and went back to his job as an event staff for Legendary Events. Approximately 1 month later, Perry bought and gave Dixon a new car because he hated Dixon's Jeep. Dixon was surprised and elated. Dixon had no idea he was being set up by Perry for extreme dependence. I'll stop there. Or do you want me to keep going?
No, I want you to stop there.
All right, 61. That's what I'm on. Okay, go ahead.
Y'all, first conversation, he's talking about being your sugar daddy. Why would he even bring up that to you if he wasn't interested in you in that manner? What about you? Let's see this fucking audition tape or this video that he sent him. Because what about you in a Halloween costume scream talent that he said was half-assed? Dale, you're giving full of shit, in my opinion. In my
Okay.
opinion. Like, and this, what's the guy name? The Conway guy? It seems
Conway.
like, what's the guy that his boss for the event thing?
Oh, yeah. Okay. The owner of Legendary Events. Okay.
Yeah, he's given that he's um a damn
A
pimp.
pimp. Yeah. I was thinking that. I was like, oh, so. And you know who that guy is? Do you remember the guy that Cynthia and Peter met to do their wedding in the museum
I don't
on
remember.
Roa? Okay. Well, if y'all remember the guy that Cynthia and Peter met with, and he was the wedding planner for Cynthia and Peter's wedding that they did at the museum where Cynthia wore that really pretty gray dress. That's this guy. He's the owner of Legendary Events in Atlanta.
Right, uppity trafficker. Because what was so stellar about your serving skills at the damn event that he wanted you to fly your ass to California to serve there?
Mm-hmm.
Dale,
And he
give me.
said that he put him in a position where he was um, always right there, like with Tyler Perry. I wonder
Car.
I wonder if those two had something up their sleeve
Who?
from the gate. The owner of Legendary Events and this guy and Dixon.
Yeah. He was his like
Because he
uppity
said
said,
he
it's
put
low key.
him he said in the beginning of the lawsuit, like, oh yeah, like he put me in a proximity where I had direct contact and was constantly working with him at this party. So it's given that that guy put him there on
Yeah,
purpose. It wasn't on accident.
like, which one you want? Tyler Perry was like that one, and so he made it happen.
Yeah, that's what it's given. Okay. In December of 2019, Dixon was requested to be part of the event staff at another event at Perry's home in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. After that event, Perry started frequently sending text messages and making phone calls and demanding Dixon, quote, give Perry some attention, end quote. On New Year's Eve 2019, Tyler Perry texted Dixon, I can't tell you the last time I pumped gas or went to the supermarket or flew commercial or packed a bag or had good smacks. It was before I was rich, end quote. Dixon found these messages to be strange and untowardly coming from someone like Tyler Perry. But being new to the industry, Dixon played along by downplaying the actual comments and hoping that being around Perry would allow him to showcase his talents as an actor and a writer.
Maybe writer, actor, absolutely not.
Soon after, Dixon began giving Perry more attention. Perry made his move on Dixon.
He been
And,
making a damn move on you, Dixon. What do you
and
think he
Jan-
was buying your fucking car for?
Now I'm wondering, did this happen? I feel like with this part, they're like starting at the beginning. So he had already bought him the car.
Yes, he only known him this January 2020. And so between January 2020 and he met him September of 2019,
Right.
he sent him the picture of the Halloween costume
Okay.
October, apparently
Okay.
around October. And between the end of October and December, the end of
Is
December,
when he got the car. Wow. Wow. Mm.
thank you, Company. Tyler Perry was clear what he wanted.
Yeah, I think he was very clear in what he wanted, but that still don't make it right.
No, it don't make it right, but he's making it clear to him. He
In
has
January, yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I definitely think that he did bite his tongue. Like, this is what I want, and if you give me this, then this is what you can get in return. Like, I can buy you things, I can make your career happen. Like, I can do all of these things, but I need you to like accept my advances. In January of 2020, just a few months after his first acting gig, Perry invited plaintiff to his home in Douglasville County, Georgia. Now, I'm just going to say, you already know what the deal is. He done already bought you a car. So now,
it's
if
time for
he's inviting you to his home, you know what he wants. Plaintiff showed up to the home hoping that he would be given a chance to befriend Perry and show him how talented an actor he was.
how was
At
you gonna
Perry's at Perry's home, Dixon was served many alcoholic drinks, which Perry also partook in. Dixon felt that Perry was genuinely interested in Dixon's talents as an actor and a writer. Perry made no actual advances at Dixon while they were drinking, and the conversation was friendly. At the end of the night, Perry told Dixon not to drive home. Perry said it was dangerous and that Dixon was too inebriated to drive home. Dixon agreed and was escorted to a separate guest room, not knowing that this was a ruse to allow Perry to assault Dixon. Dixon was tired and did not have pajamas, so he got into bed only wearing underwear. Before he knew what was happening, and I am going to make a joke, Medea was behind. No, Dixon felt someone else slip into the bed behind him and start rubbing Dixon's body around his inner thigh in a highly sexual and suggestive manner. Dixon turned around and saw that Tyler Perry was in bed with him. At this
I'm
point,
sorry. I'm
don't this
sorry.
sound like a screenplay?
Bitch, the way I would have hopped out the motherfucking window, like I cannot get this shit out of my fucking head. Like to turn around and see Medea in the bed like somebody broke into a
With that smile,
with oh, and them lips
with them lips closed. Mm,
high.
Derek.
Derek, Dale,
Okay. Let's go. At this point, Dixon's stomach started to turn and he began feeling nauseous. I think Dixon wrote this. Instinctively, Dixon jumped out of the bed and told Tyler Perry that he, quote, wasn't that actual. Tyler Perry ignored the comments and told Dixon to turn around so Perry could see him naked in his underwear. Perry then commented on how beautiful Dixon's body was. Dixon once again told Perry that he was not into smacks. Dixon kept informing Perry that he was not into smacks in order to keep Perry at bay, while at the same time not insulting the person who was dangling his career in front of him. In response to Dixon's frequent assertions that Dixon was not into smacks, Perry started prying further. Perry would send Dixon a text message saying, I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You're missing the best years of your life, my friend. Trust me. I hope you get past that block in your mind soon. Perry was implying that Dixon would hopefully get past the block in his mind and would let Tyler Perry make love to him. So there is the message. It says, I would hope that you would let someone hold you and make love to you. You are missing the best years of your life, my friend. Trust me. I hope you get past that block in your mind soon. Dixon. Well, it's not this person, but yes, I want that too. I'm working on it. Therapy is helping. I'm going to stop right there. What you think?
Okay. Derek, you done came up with this elaborate thing going on with this case. I mean, with your case. You cannot tell me that you that damn naive. For one, that you know you could not fucking act. You might can write, but you damn sure couldn't act. So he ain't see no fucking talent in you because none existed. So it's given the talent that you knew what he wanted that you played along with. It's y'all. We're not having these sensible conversations like this after you didn't just try. Like,
Yeah.
are you a virgin? Like,
Um, I wonder, does he say that in this? I don't know if he says if he's a virgin or not, but I do know that he hints that he has some kind of block where he's not into smecks like that.
mhm.
Um, okay. After that assault in January, Dixon felt betrayed. Perry continued to call or text Dixon every day, asking to talk to him more. Dixon ignored Perry, which led Perry to text him, Derek, why don't you text me more? End quote. The more Dixon ignored Perry, the more aggressive Perry became, until finally Perry offered Dixon a part in a new show called The Oval. Dixon was intrigued and was hoping that this would be the big break that he was looking for and a chance for him to display his acting talent. On February
Did you
11th,
already got that chance on Ruthless?
on February 11th, 2020, Perry told Dixon to quit his job at Legendary Events and come work exclusively for Perry. Perry was not able to control Dixon so long as Dixon had a secondary income that was providing for his basic needs. Once Dixon quit his job due to his role on the Oval, Perry started getting more and more personal with Dixon, knowing that Dixon was now under his control. Perry would often say things like, I give and give and give, and no one ever does anything for me in return. No one gives me what I want or what I need, implying that Dixon was not giving him snacks. Perry started asking Dixon about Dixon's actual preferences and what role Dixon took on when engaging in actual acts, i.e., whether he was a top or bottom, which in actual terms means whether Dixon preferred to give or receive, you know, blankety blank smacks. Perry further indicated to Dixon that he had smacks with men before and that he was a quote top. Perry further told Dixon that when you have a big lick and when you hit the G spot right on, these bottoms, they go crazy.
What number are you on?
78, now 79.
Okay.
Perry further told plaintiff that he wanted a man who was in a relationship with another individual, but with whom he could be emotionally involved and engage in actual acts with, like a quote, friend with benefits relationship, because Perry did not have time to deal with the emotional aspect of a relationship, only the physical. Despite these comments, Dixon knew that a full throated refusal would land him in the doghouse and might result in his role being cut on the Oval. Fearing that his career would end before it began, Dixon put up with these comments and continued to maintain that he was not the actual type. I'll stop right there.
What does that mean?
What?
That you're not the actual type. What does that mean?
Well, I mean, it might, I don't know. It I'm guessing that there's people out here that don't actually have smecks at all. I don't know if Dixon was one of those, but or
Because
I
why
don't
you
know.
I mean, for you to even disclose this to him,
Hmm.
that means you knew that he wanted X from you. And all these details he's telling you about he's a top and all, like, you gay, so you know this lingo. And I found a picture of Tyler Perry creepy ass in that damn bed.
Stop. You know what? I cannot stare, y'all. She is so stupid.
Sorry, y'all. Perry's a creep.
And
He's
go ahead. Uh,
I just cannot get this out of my head.
mm,
Him, Uncle Joe, Medea.
mhm,
I
mhm.
can't get those characters out of my head to even take him serious enough to even think that he would even approach somebody in this manner. For
Right,
one,
right.
he
Mm.
and Derek, if you not into smacks and all this shit, Why are you accepting these lavish gifts and all this shit from this motherfucker? And you
Mm-hmm.
spend the night over there, he ain't have no pajamas for you?
Mm-hmm. He probably was like, I ain't giving you no pajamas. You know what I want. Stop playing. Let me give you pajamas for it so you can cover up.
And then, like I said, that window, I would have been jumped out of that motherfucker because that shit would, I mean, it would have scared me so bad. Tyler Perry scares me. So, and then you talking about you didn't know that he, like, in 2019 and 20,
Mm-hmm.
he had already had that son. So he was engaged and all that shit. They just broke up a couple damn years ago. So why are you accepting these gifts from a motherfucking man that you think is fucking straight? A car?
I think everybody knows that Tyler. I think he's the only one that believes that he's got the
He
world
didn't
fooled, that
believe,
he's a heterosexual. He's definitely bi.
he knew as well. From the
Yeah, I
first
think everyone knows.
he had, he talking about cowboys and sugar daddies. How the fuck did the two of those equate? How do they even,
Yeah.
like, who puts cowboys and sugar daddies as a similar that compares to each other?
Mm-hmm.
How old is Derek?
I don't know. I don't know how old he is.
How old his slick ass is.
All right, I'll keep reading while you're looking for that. All right, on or around March of 2020, Dixon received the script for The Oval. He was written in as a season regular and was therefore expected to quit his job with the legendary events. Dixon's character was written as a gay, homeless, and desperate store clerk who had to sleep with one of the other characters for a place to stay. More importantly, at the end of the season, his character would be pow-powed 4 times in the chest. Dixon felt that this was a way for Peery to test Dixon out for a year and see if he would be loyal to Peery. When Dixon asked Peery about the pow-powing, Peery indicated that if Dixon did a quote, good job, end quote, Dixon would be back, and that a pow-powing didn't necessarily mean that Dixon's character was out of the script for future shows. Perry commented that Dixon's character was only pow-powed in the chest, not the head. Dixon immediately understood that his job security depended on his quote relationship with Perry. From this point on, Dixon worked with the constant fear of losing his job if he did not engage with and endure Perry's sexual harassment.
But you wasn't in fear of taking these gifts, these extravagant gifts and shit like this from a person that you saying you didn't feel comfortable with. Like if in my case, I would be like, oh hell, like no, I'm fine with my Geo Metro because I'm not fucking with you like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
he was already setting the stage for what he was doing. Again, it's not
Mm-hmm.
wrong of Tyler Perry to pursue somebody that he find attractive. What is wrong for him to do is to put them in a position to where they have to choose their career or whatever the case may be, or a relationship or a special relationship with him. He shouldn't proposition people like that. But in all honesty, it was like he was telling him what it is from the beginning, which
Still don't make it right.
I think that prostitution in California is not legal, is not illegal, but I think it is in Georgia.
I
Um
think in California it's illegal. I think it's legal in Vegas, but I
legal in
mean
Vegas.
Nevada. Like Nevada, yeah, but I don't think it's legal in California. I'm almost
Yeah,
sure it's not legal in California.
but
Um, yeah. But again, when you are in that kind of position, like that's a very sticky situation when you
you
got
wasn't working like
subordinates underneath
wasn't
you.
like you was actively pursuing that career before then. I don't think this is something that this motherfucker even thought about. Acting or any damn thing else before
Mm,
he met Tyler Perry at that damn thing, in my opinion,
mm, mm-hmm.
because it's clear he didn't have any fucking talent. Um,
Yeah, see, I've never seen him act or nothing, so
you, I'm just
your
where
wheelhouse is way bigger than mine's on that. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to check a clip out of him or something because it sounds like he was pretty bad as an actor.
let me see if I can find a little clip.
All right, I'll read while you're looking for that.
Um,
Shortly after giving Dixon this news, and after telling Dixon that the future seasons were dependent on Dixon doing a quote good job, Tyler Perry invited Dixon to his home, Atlanta. Plaintiff asked questions and tried to wiggle his way out of the invitation because he remembered what happened the last time the two were alone. However, plaintiff knew that his job, security, income, and livelihood depended on his attendance.
okay,
Mhm.
no, let me stroll up. Sorry, what number
Go
you
ahead.
on?
I'm on 87.
Okay, okay,
And I mean, that might just be a good place to stop and maybe we can show his clip and then maybe we can come back.
and yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Let me
do another live.
here because that shit. Um, I'm on the BETL, the Oval. Let me search it. Was he in season two?
I don't know. I told you I don't watch Tyler Perry shows like that.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on, I hope it don't do this like it did yesterday.
I can't wait to hear like what y'all think in the in the chat like when we have like a panel on it. I can't wait to hear like what y'all think about it. Like, well, I think maybe we should probably before we do the panel, we should look at all the complaints and so everybody can have a little information on all on each because it's two people, right? It's not three. The third person is suing somebody that worked for Tyler Perry, right?
Oh, is the second person that's suing somebody that worked for he's suing Tyler. I think he's trying to sue Tyler Perry, so he intends on keeping up Tyler Perry Studios.
Okay.
1 second.
So who's this? Who's the other person? Is that the Christian Keys dude? It must be
So
the
this is
Christian.
what it was said that that Christian Keys, um, that Christian Keys, they said that he allegedly took a settlement with
Oh, so he was the one that the names were like anonymous.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, this is wait a minute, 1 second. That he, did a thing with him and he settled with him for $12 million. That's what either Derek or the other guy, I think his name is Braxton Wells. I think he
Okay.
said either him or Derek said that they heard from studio people that um um that he must have that he heard rumblings or rumors that Christian Keys took a $12 million settlement. That's why he don't say Tyler Perry's name. But okay, let me show
Mm.
y'all this. This is on YouTube. Okay. Fair use, fair use, fair use. So listen.
Yeah, okay. Wait, are you jealous?
That's him,
This him.
Are you kidding me?
the one talking.
Him.
Hey,
Oh, okay, okay.
this is me being sick and tired of all this shit. Okay, do you know how fed up I am with this? It has nothing to do with you. On. All right? Yeah, I got a lot going on here. Yeah, but this I think you would want to know. We've been through this. You can't tell me over the phone. No, this I could tell you. Yeah, okay, go ahead. What? Okay. So, the butler Richard, right? He stabbed his father and killed him right in front of me last night.
Okay, folks, another dumb moment.
Oh, hell no.
You know what?
The way he even backed into that thing when he was supposed to be being pow pow was not even believable. Like,
But
I
he
could do a better job of being pow pow than that.
thought he's seen his talents. That is not what he's seen. And again, like I said,
Mhm,
that cute to me. Dale is not that cute to me. So I don't know what
mhm.
Tyler Perry was thinking, but it's just the forbidden fruit, I think, for him and the power dynamic that we'll talk about next time. Well, we gotta go
Yeah.
right now. So we'll come back. Thank you everybody for the super chats and everything. I will
Yep.
see you guys. Not they gotta fire me. This is what I was reading while I was laughing when we got finished.
Oh, they said we're gonna have to fire you for not keeping up with them reading the documents. I'm weak. You know what? I didn't think that y'all actually could, because it be seeming like it's so small. Y'all can see those documents when or the words when she have them up on the screen. They like, we want to see the words that she reading. Y'all want to make sure I ain't up here making up shit, right?
A lot can talk about Timu. Child, Dale was a mess. So that's I'm not buying any of this. He was smart enough
Okay.
to act like he wanted to fuck with Tyler Perry to get what he needed to get out
So
this
you
deal.
think Dale being manipulative?
Is given. Okay. And
Ah, okay.
so
Okay.
we shall see.
Yeah, that's an interesting perspective because he was accepting gifts. Like I said, it don't make it right, but dude was accepting gifts. There's no way with $1 billion I'm putting myself in that position
No,
when there's people out here that'll do it for like free,
but
like
with
straight
that
up.
power dynamic, they don't want the ones that's want to willingly give it up to them. They want the ones that's gonna challenge and tell them no, and they gotta force themselves and play with their lives and shit like that, like some fucking creeps. Like you ain't come from humble beginnings.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
Disappointed.
Cause he in Atlanta, I'm sure he can get it with no problem. Nice looking dudes that would not argue.
And also too, I find it strange that he just opened up to somebody that he didn't know like that. So in my opinion, that
Mm.
Conway guy vets these people for him.
Ah, okay. Okay.
And I can see him being smart enough to try to get somebody to vet these people for him. Because at
Hmm.
that time, he was still with that lady, acting like they was fucking engaged, the one that's supposed to have that son for him.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we will see there.
Yep, we will.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all in the next one. It's been real.
All right. Bye.
Bye, y'all.